Hello there. So my name is Vince, and I am the founder of Stable Climate Choices. And I've known Michael Peters since about 2008, and we've been good friends ever since. So that's like 7 years now. And so when I needed some graphic design work done for my organization, this startup, the first person that I thought of was Michael. And, you know, so I went to Michael and I said, okay, so we're looking for a logo. And it would have been easy for Michael to just, take that and say, okay, well, here's a couple design ideas. But I think that he was looking farther ahead and realizing more about what the process actually is. You see, if he would have just went and made a logo for us, then he would have brought it back and said, okay, so how does this resonate with you? And the answer would have been, well, it's not necessarily what we're looking for. And that's because no graphic designer would ever be able to give you what you're looking for unless you have a bit of an idea first. So Michael actually, instead of just going off and making work for us, actually prompted us a little bit, well, what are your values? What are you trying to do? Like, what ideas do you have? Like, what do you want the design to be representing? What do you want to evoke? And he gave me just some really valuable insight on like playing with shapes and thinking about like how you actually can represent yourself in a shape. Uh, and all of that was actually extremely valuable for me to kind of say what is important to me and how do I think my organization should be represented in a graphical image. So along those lines, so what is my project? So we're looking at reducing greenhouse gas emissions and helping people to kind of choose to reduce greenhouse gas emissions for their own intrinsic motivations. Um, Not like what we oppress upon to them, but for their own internal ideas. So we were thinking about like a dial because people can choose to dial down their own emissions. So we like the idea of a dial. We like the idea of like energy use and how can we like be like using less energy, sort of like a lightning bolt with a down arrow, was one of the ideas that we came up with. So when we presented all of these ideas to Michael, he left and he came back with a slew of different ideas that really tried to stay true to what we were talking about. We did an iteration where we were able to kind of really hone in on what is the goal that we're trying to come across here. And I'm so like astonished and marveled at the fact how Michael was able to take these two disparate ideas um, and put them into a single image that's both simple, can be shrunk down to a very small size that could go on a business card, and still presents well on a letterhead or on a web page. So this is the logo. I just really love it because I love the circles. They're very evocative of the dial. I love the lightning bolt, and it's got like a little bit of a down arrow right there at the bottom. It's sort of like, well, I've dialed my power dial down until it's like shooting straight down. It's as low as it can go. And that I think is why I'm so happy with the service that Michael was able to give to us. Is he didn't go with sort of like an easy answer. And one other thing that I'll say quickly before I go um, is that Michael actually did sort of like a full package work. He said, not let's not just like create a logo, but let's also stick that logo on a letterhead and put that logo onto a one-page flyer for your organization so that you can really see how that logo can go to work for you. Because at the end of the day, the logo by itself is not as important. It's what the logo represents in all of your marketing materials and how you present yourself. So Michael didn't give me just a logo. Here's a JPEG image, or here's an Adobe file or something like this. He gave us something more. He gave us a marketing asset, and that's something that you just can't put a price tag on. So I hope that this video was helpful in your decision making, and I hope that you're able to, see as much value in your relationship with Michael as I have. So, have a good one. From here in Toronto, peace out.